How everybody doing out there? I want to talk to y'all. I want to get personal. I want to bring y'all to my personal reality, my personal life, right? And anything I ever drop is never about self pity or wanting y'all to feel sorry for me or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to say thank y'all to everybody that had shared compassion with me, that was compassionate with me, had empathy for me, and that honored me. You know what I'm saying? Showed me love and respect and loyalty. And I also want to say thank you to everybody that engaged on my channel and everybody that also helped me out financially as well, man. I've been homeless for maybe who know how long, but the best that I can recollect, I've been out here on the streets for 8 years. And I never told anybody, and I hardly used to tell myself this. I just used to be like, we gonna figure it out. And I know you're gonna say, well, how could you know if you didn't go to the hospital and get diagnosed? When you know something, you know something, right? Now, this is a semen retention video, but this is just a different introduction, right? So I was able to look in the mirror. It was a good sized mirror. And I started to look at the body parts where it spread it at, right? And I looked at my body. And not only that, but I had an inside interaction and inner calling. I had a conversation with my inner self on a high level. And you know, I had cancer and I never told nobody. I think I told maybe one of my family members and one of my closest homeboys, but I never said the word cancer, but I tried to say it in so many words that they had enough soul to figure it out, right? And it's gone. It's leaving my body. The cancer is leaving my body. The only thing left is just, it's like to get the old scabs from within the body outside, right? And that's going to be due to a lot of flushing and detoxing. Because I remember it was certain parts of my body that was black where the cancer was at, and it's not even black anymore. So I don't even have cancer no more. But once I did, you understand what I'm saying? And I want to thank God because God is the greatest. Especially last night, I had some crazy dreams, and I had not only that, I prayed and I talked to myself and I talked to the Creator. I talked to the God within me as well, and I said some things that I never said before. And it been a lot of revelations, you know what I'm saying? And I kept on looking in the mirror at these body parts. And I was like, no, bro, it's leaving. It's gone. You really got to get the rest of the remnants outside the body that's laying inside the body. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no longer breathing itself. It's no longer reproducing any of those cells. Now it's all healthy cells. I just got to get, you know what I'm saying? It's like a scab. You just got to wait till it fall off on its own. It'll heal better like that, right? Um, I like to munch it vigorously. Shout out to Grand Theft Auto. We got a cucumber, and we just dipping it in some hummus because I ain't supposed to be having chips, even banana chips. Don't need to be having that neither because it went through a process. But I got so much on my mind. Excuse the Matrix. He been acting real crazy lately because they know I've been getting a lot of clarifications and revelations, and they don't want me to pick up my intuition and my inner world speaking to me the way it is, and they know it, right? Because 99% of the people in the Matrix, not even human, they shapeshifters and reptoids and lizards and shit. That's why I realize whenever I go to certain cities, states, or even countries, they'll rush me off the scene because they're like, damn, we get tired of having to stay in our human form around his ass all goddamn day, you know. But this ain't even about none of this. It's not even called gang stalking. It's just called revelation stalking, and they don't want you to reveal the truth, right? So I want to thank everybody that used to help me on Cash App. If you're still willing to help me on Cash App, I just want to give a great thanks to you, everybody that helped me get to Hawaii, get to St. Croix, St. John, St. Thomas, everybody that helped me get to those islands, right? Because when I went there, even though I wasn't there in those 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 uh those locations for a long time, the longest location that I was at was in Hawaii. Had to run me out that motherfucker. Bad just to run me out that bitch. And I'm gonna get to the semen retention part in a minute. Maybe about 7 to 8 minutes we'll be there, right? If you want to skip to that, should have said that in the beginning. But the reason why you're probably never able to heal in the United States, especially in the mainland, I'm going to show you why, right? Maybe y'all can see it. Maybe you. Oh, you gotta see it. Ain't no way you can't see it. You see that big thing right there? That's the reason why. You see this thing in your hand? That's the reason why. You see that Wi-Fi you got in your house? That's the reason why. You see that air fryer you got? That's the reason why. You see that cigarettes you smoking? That's the reason why. Right? I have people probably just took their cigarette break and they just see me so fresh, took a shower, got my clothes clean. They want to smoke a cigarette in front of me. Now I remember people used to be like, "Hey, bro, you mind if I smoke a cigarette right here?" I'm like, "Bro, why the fuck you asking me?" But a vampire, you gotta ask for permission, right? Now they just lose their minds. So, off of my personal things, and another reason why I was able to fight cancer and get rid of it is because some of these facts that I'm going to share with y'all, right? Now, y'all know I normally don't be reading all paper and stuff. I like to go straight off the mind and heart. But I got so much going on, and I'm so happy because I've been reading out this book of Revelations, right? Like if I make another video and this start with target individual gang stalking, y'all get in the comment section and say, Vabo, cut that shit out. Cut it out, bro. I put a V in the comment section. I'm gonna really know. Cut it. Right? So let's get into it, right? I say about 8 minutes, right? So, all right. These are the most harmful things you can do when you are on semen retention. Celibacy, a brahmachari. Number one is not getting enough sleep because the witches and the warlocks are trying to catch you at a vulnerable state, right? And when you're tired, whether that's mentally, physically, and spiritually, they're gonna try to utilize the best of they dream magic or work magic, right? You ever went to a realm or had a dream? Yeah, some of these witches could bring you to their witchy world, right? Because when you're dreaming, you're not dreaming, you're actually in a different realm. Okay. The next thing, like I said, the next thing is not working out at all, but not enough, right? And we're going to go hand in hand. We're going to try to monkey branch like these females do. So when you're not working out enough or you're not working out at all, you're not getting proper blood circulation, which is also going to affect your chi. That's why when you see the staffs, the pharaohs, majority of their staffs have two snakes around it, right? The physical and the spiritual body. And also it has multiple different scenarios and reasons, but that's why when you see the staff, it has two snakes around it. But when you look at the back of the ambulance truck, there's only one snake because they're going to fix your physical body in return to steal your spiritual essence, right? And that's when you see a lot of people just dead people walking, the walking dead, zombies and shit, spiritually deprived. Okay, so the next one is not depositing your life force essence in the right pockets, right? So everybody, genetics, capabilities, and your alignment within life is different. So you got to stay authentic within yourself and don't feed the artificial flavors of life, right? So what I mean by depositing your life force essence in the right pockets, don't do if you're not a football player, don't be out here training like a football player or trying to eat like a football player. If you're gonna be who you are, and work on your craft and utilize that, right? But you could be anything you want in the world. You could do everything you want in the world, but you can't do everything at one time, right? So one thing at a time. Um, One of the most vital things I would say that is the most harmful things you can do when on SR is not staying in communication with God, right? That should be the first person you talk to and the last person you talk to, and that should be the person you talk to more than anyone in this physical reality or in any reality. Another one is not meditate. If we go etc dot 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 slide down the line, we just gonna basically say not checking in with yourself. You know, keep a note with your journey from when you started to where you at now, because things will change. And as we stay on this life force essence, celibacy, brahmacharya, semen retention, the body starts to heal itself from all different type of ailments, diseases, viruses, or even if you've been getting shot up with vaccines and you got the bovid bite beam, you know what I'm saying? Your body could heal over time, but you got to stop putting those RX or those pharmaceuticals or those witchcraft components within the body. Let me take another nibble, another swivel, another snack, crack one, pop. So now, like, I wanted something crunchy. But I'm like, I don't want to keep eating chips no more, man. I had some salty little tortilla chips yesterday. All my lips was on fire, burning and shit, bro. Like my shit got stripped or something. So I say no more tortillas. Damn, I ran him off the scene. It was a watcher, because everybody out here setting position, ready to catch me slipping so they could try to 86 me. Instead, it was a mistake. But anyway, um, some other harmful things you can do. The most harmful things you can do when on SR is not spending time alone, right? And when we dive into what I mean by not spending time alone, also it'll protect you from being around psychic vampires and energy harvesters, because everybody in the world know who who the guys and who the women are on semen retention. You gotta realize, bro, if you ever watched John Wick, they had their own little society, you know what I'm saying? So they got these societies because I have commercials and I have random people just jump in my face. And sometimes it'll be like the little vans with the little advertisement, either with sperm donation, blood donation, or plasma. And I'm not giving none of my life force essence. Even though I do need financial assistance and currency, I'm going to assist myself through creativity and the God given seeds that was bestowed within my vehicle, my vessel. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go within myself instead of depending on anything outside of me. Okay, so like I said, yeah, not spending time alone. That's one of the most dangerous things, right? Because you could be around these psychic vampires and these energy harvesters, these leeches, these fucking Lego beasts, these fucking blood suckers, these slurpers. You know what I'm saying? If y'all watch my last video I posted with the police officer, he was a fucking blood sucker. He was a fucking energy harvester, a fucking slurper, a fucking leech. You know what I'm saying? We are around the spiritually deprived and spiritually dead motherfuckers. And some of these motherfuckers have died and they've been reanimated. That's another story for another day, another rotation. And it's something else I wanted to add about not getting enough sleep. Like I said, the witches can use their Jezebel energy and bring you into the realm where they'll have true domain and may have a 100% success rate of having you release yourself within a wet dream, right? Because it happened to me. It's not happening no more. Because when you are mentally, physically, or spiritually tired, that's when they try to get at you. And that's why in this realm of reality, they try to sleep deprive you, especially me. I don't know what's going on in y'all area, right? I could definitely speak from my experience because this is my experience. Let me see if I have anything else. Um, no, I think I pretty much covered everything. Oh, this is another one too. Using your new psychic abilities and your visual prowess and your spiritual prowess, even your physical prowess for carnal desires. You understand what I'm saying? And that's when you see a lot of different artists, semen retention content droppers talking about. I don't hate on them. I don't get mad, but they be so hard up talking about female attraction and shit, bro. Honestly, some female can control their nature, bro. But honestly, females are fucking evil, bro. Honestly, I'm not about to sugarcoat shit. They're fucking evil. All females are born fucking evil, but it's some of them that break from those chains. You understand what I'm saying? It's some of them that break from those chains, but respect their nature, right? So all of that trying to use hypergamy and using the magnetism, ain't nothing wrong with using the magnetism to get further off in your destiny of what's destined for you, or the better your situation in your life. But when you use it to get more of the same poison that poison you, it's not gonna be beneficial to you, bro. Cause I remember one time I sat back and I was like, what is my biggest problems in my life, bro? And I've been holding on to my problems. And I changed my problems. I changed my negative problems for positive problems, right? Because I'm never going broke again. I ain't ever going broke again. And I ain't ever going back to jail. And I ain't ever going to put myself in a relationship with a female again. Not in America. I'll tell you that. I'm at least say that. Let's be real. Not in America. I might go get one somewhere in fucking the Netherlands or some shit, but not in America. I'll tell you that. All the Americanized females, I'm good on them. Cause I done been to different cities, states, and countries, and I done felt true feminine energy. You gonna rarely find it in America, bro, because their mind's been tainted. Their mind's been forged into something wicked beyond what their natural nature's supposed to be. You talking about a plus and a negative? You got a negative and a negative when it's in America. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, hopefully I stack up my bread enough because I should by that time should have enough funds to get there and back to my next location where I'll be stationed. But I want to go out there to Alaska. You know what I'm saying? There's some medicines out there that's not going to be out here in the mainland, and then Alaska is it's a lot of different things I can't say in this video going on that they'll never tell you about in America, right? Like Dr. Sebi said, bro, all the water in America is fucking still and dead, literally. I bought an apple. I bought a bag of apples today, and I was looking at the apples, and I just seen all the mold and the rot shit. It looked kind of like it was fresh. It was the freshest bag in the bitch. But as I got to examine it a little bit more, I was looking at the little white spots on it, and I was like, bro, them mold spots, bro. I don't even eat the skins of apple. If anything, I used to boil it in my tea, but this batch of apples I ain't fucking with. And I was like, bro, these little white spots on the granny green apples is mold, bro. And I was like, nah, I see why they don't want my ass here, but yet alone they don't want they doing their best to make sure I'm not able to leave. But bitch, what God plan no man could touch. Believe this bitch on God's speed. Believe that. But yeah, man, that's what I wanted to speak on when it comes to the semen retention. You know what I'm saying? The most harmful things you can do when on semen retention on SR. Another thing I say is small talking, bro. Let your energy talk for you. You know, I don't even really sit here and talk to people no more. I might give you a head nod, but that's that. I don't have nothing. I don't have any physical words. I don't have any vocalizations for anybody, literally, because I know they ain't on shit. So why waste my time, bro? And I'm like, at this point, I just got to use my own brain to figure shit out. I mean, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with say your phone died or some shit. You know you went on vacation somewhere and shit. I mean, you ain't got a map. Ain't nothing wrong with asking the locals, but still in all, you got to trust your own intuition, and that's what semen retention has brought me because Like I say, man, my biggest problems that I ever had in my life, even though not majority of them, but most of them were women. One of the biggest distractions. I remember I watched this episode on the Twilight Zone. I think this man was sent to a prison planet, and maybe he was on Mars or some shit, and they sent him a companion, a woman, but it was a robot. And after his goddamn sentence was over with, he didn't want to leave Mars without her. So I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but I think they made that bitch blow up or some shit. They made the robot explode or not longer work. And then I think that's how they got him off the planet. If y'all know that episode on the Twilight Zone. But I used to always see this as well, right? I used to always see this picture with the devil holding the man and the female in chains. Then I see the female and the male in chains. And I never liked that picture, bro. And I got some of my old homies and shit. They used to be like, damn, bro, I don't know how you could do it, bro. I can't live without my woman. And I mean, the woman used to cheat on him, all type of silly shit. And I used to comfort him, you know what I'm saying? I used to be his emotional support, you know what I'm saying? And I used to be in the back of my head like, bro, you know what? Is that what you need to live, bro? That will make you happy and shit? I'm not knocking it, bro, but if a motherfucker cheat on me, I ain't never getting back with you. You out your fucking mind. I don't care if I want you to be the children of the mother of my kids or not. I'm not. No, you can have that shit. I couldn't wake up every day with that shit on my fucking mind, bro. And I'm not to sound like no fucking smut, but you know we all played the fucking fool, but nobody said you supposed to be the fucking fool forever, right? And this is when I didn't know no better, and some woman cheated on me. I don't know how deep it was till I got on semen retention. Then I looked at my Skyrim mirror, and I know witchy shit, but my inside waters, and it showed me more than what I could see. Right when you get on this, when you start to develop different psychic abilities, you get to see things that even the soul or the eyes won't show you. Right, even though the eyes are the windows to the soul. But some people really know how to hide some shit. And in hindsight, I sit down with myself, and then I wouldn't want to think about it. Sometimes I used to just push it off, and I could see women that I was with having intercourse with other people. Like I remember one of the females I used to be with, dog. She cheated on me so bad that I think I went out of town or some shit. She had access to get back in my house, and she had got busted down by some random ass nigga in my house. And I had a dream with a wolf, and the wolf had wherever I was at. I was in a whole different city and state, right? And the wolf came and got me, and he brought me to like the astral world and shit. And then he showed me. He was like, you know that feeling you had where you couldn't get the explanation and shit. And the wolf just looking at me in the eyes and saying everything. And he brought me to the astral realm instead of the wolf would fucking attack anybody else. But the wolf, it was a white wolf, bro. Came and got me, and it showed me this. I'm looking in his eyes, and it brought me to the astral realm. It's like we teleported on some crazy shit, and it was showing me what I was trying to ignore. You know, it's some things hidden in the darkness. And then a few days, an owl popped up. Right, this is in reality, bro. I think it was about 3 or 4 days ago. An owl popped up, and it was nighttime, and he flew right. Like he flew like he was following me the whole time. So he flew on his light post, and I looked the owl in the eye, and then the owl was showing. The owl said through telepathy, "I'm going to show you the things that they've been hiding from you in the dark, even some things you try to keep in the dark, because you didn't want to, you didn't have the heart chakra, because your ass was gonna have a heart attack if you would have sink that shit." So me and the owl sit there laughing and shit, and the owl was like, "Yeah, it's time that I reveal to you some things that they hid in the darkness from you." And I looked in the owl, and the owl's eye, and it said everything. It showed everything. And it also brought me back to when I was having a conversation with the white wolf, and the white wolf had showed me that, yeah, bro, that girl did you bad. She did you dirty so bad, bro, that she wanted to hurt you so bad that she was having intercourse with some of your family members that stabbed you in your back just to try to get back on you. And I was like, that's on her. You know what I'm saying? You creating soul ties with motherfuckers that created soul ties with other motherfuckers. Now you got soul ties with other women and shit. because you trying to get back. You ain't getting better. You just getting bitter. You put more, and I put miles all on your hoe. And I know he drove, I know he drove, I know he. You know what I'm saying? You just put miles on yourself, baby. You ain't hurt me. Cause every time somebody try to hurt you, they're really hurting themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just want to sit here and chop that up with y'all. You know, that's why I say, bro, don't be utilizing your psychic abilities that you gain on this journey to get some goddamn carnal resources or desires or pleasures. That's the stupidest shit to do with your new psychic abilities. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know about everybody, and it's not to be, but you know, majority of the shit that's fiction got more truth than nonfiction, right? And I don't know if you open and access your Renegon, your Sharingan, or your Byakugan, but it's the spiritual prowess, right? And the visual prowess that you obtain, depending on who you are, your genetics, and what you're utilizing, how you exercising these different capabilities, these metaphysical abilities, right? So there you have it, guys. Y'all take that and leave what you don't. I gotta go with some purple onions. I gotta go make some purple onion juice. I gotta eat some too. I got a salad here. I'm gonna chew that up too. But I'm about to go back inside for the meantime. I think it's gonna rain tonight, and it's about 30 to 40 something degrees. So I gotta go get back in the warm indoors. I'm not doing this shit. I gotta go get me a coat. I got like a hoodie and shit, but that ain't gonna do. I got a hoodie and a thermal, but I need a coat, man. Cut this wind off and shit. But yeah, I want to thank y'all for vibing with me, coming to the channel, supporting the channel. If you want to continuously support the channel, y'all know the drill. Y'all know the deal. I'm not about to sound like a broken record, but I'm about to get up out of there and not hold any more of y'all time. Thank y'all for supporting me and assisting me so much throughout my journey and my content, my videos, and my music too. Like I said on the music tip too, if y'all want to add something to the budget, um, I'll probably release a single. If I could get at least like $25 to $50 on the Cash App, I could release the single because I gotta purchase the beat and I gotta pay for my distribution and shit. So y'all know I'm out here. I'm still trying to take care of my necessities and stuff like that. What I'm working on right now, I got my birth certificate coming in the mail, maybe before fake ass New Year's come. Then I gotta work on getting the ID and then my social. So that's what I'm working on right now. So hopefully I could get maybe I'll get me a job or something that hire me. If not, at least I put in the effort and try it and I'll just rotate to something else. But right now I'll be utilizing my creativity and just sitting down with self, man. You know, I gotta go get me a watch. So I don't have to keep on using my phone as long. But that's enough chatty patty. I don't want to sound like a needy ass nigga because I'm the nigga that you need. You hear me? But yeah, man. Get you a cucumber. Get you some cucumbers. And go get you some hummus and have a pleasant rotation, man. That's what we on right now. And then the salad mix we got, even though they didn't have any kale in there, but I got oh they got cabbage. I ain't see all that. I just saw some greens and I grabbed it, got out the way. Cause I had went to this Walmart out here. I don't know, bro. I think I'm in a real evil bad place to be. And I think I better get up out of here. Because everywhere I go, well, no, I went to this Walmart. It ain't been everywhere, but I be seeing signs everywhere. But you can only do so much. But especially Walmart and other stores and shit, bro. It was like, bro, you can't come in here with them bags. I'm like, bro, this is my backpack. It's my sleeping bag. What you want me to do? They was like, I don't know what you gonna do, but you can't come here with these bags. And they hard up about that shit out here. So I'm gonna have to get up out of here. Cause I'm like, damn, bro, motherfucker, like they got the signs posted everywhere. But I went to Walmart, cause Walmart right here. And they was like, yeah, you can't come in here with the bags. I try to put the bags on. I try to double back later on, like maybe 5 hours later. New workers and shit. I put my bags under the fucking court, the Walmart court where you put your waters at and shit. They still was like, nah, bro, you can't come in here with them bags, bro. You can't. So I had to go hide my bags just to go run in Walmart and grab some shit. So I just ran in there, grabbed some shit before somebody go find my shit. Cause you know how they'll do it. They'll watch you set your shit up, even from the cameras, and go tell one of these fucking homeless motherfuckers to steal your shit. Cause they see you trying to do something with your life, bro. I'm not settling for this position, bro. I'm not settling for my temporary reality, bro. I'm not about to be homeless forever, bro. I'm not. I don't care how much they be trying to take away gigs and shifts and jobs from me. Like, bro, we'll leave that for another note. I don't want to sound like a crybaby bitch, cause it's just my truth, though. You feel me? But when they know you trying to better your life and your situation, boy, like they fucking pull another trick out the motherfucking hat to try to, just, you know what I'm saying, get you not to make progress in your life, bro. Especially look at me. This ain't got no. I don't want to keep. I keep on seeing these videos pop up, but I know it's a matrix. They talking about some. Yeah, black man, stop blaming the white man. No, nigga, the game is rigged as fuck, and the black man got the most power, aka the melanated God got the most power. So you got the hardest fucking battle out here, bitch. I had somebody comment on my shit. Talking about don't forget about us. The Indians got it bad too. I feel you, bro. But just be glad that you're an Indian. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get up out of here, man. 'Cause my fucking fingertips telling me they deserve love. I got some dollar store gloves, but come on, man. Habibi. I got a whole another half of this cucumber. And I got a tomato. I'm gonna cut that up and put that in my salad, but I wanna put the rest of this cucumber in this goddamn hummer mix for my crunchy munch, cause I like to munch it vigorously. Now that I'm leaving, he leaving. Though these people really be watching you, bro. Look at them. They really be watching you. When you pull up on the scene, this shit is fake, bro. I be seeing this shit. It be sad. That's another thing, bro. I could honestly say this, bro. I think if I was to never been on SR, bro, I would have probably never realized that all this shit fake. All this shit fake. People popping up in your reality, leaving when you leave. But you don't pay no mind. I don't feed them suckers. They ain't paying my pockets. But I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all take care. Oasis. La Pareza, Gioso, Aflaron, No Narito, No Sayayo. Yeah, it's gonna rain tonight, so I gotta go find somewhere to go hide. I ain't getting wet tonight. Oh, I gotta go wash clothes.